Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. Welcome back to Blueprints and Dare Mode. Oh boy, we are like 18 days deep into Dare Mode. And I'll be honest with you, it's probably time to take a small sort of zoom out. Taking a step back sounds like the wrong description. That makes it sound like I'm not playing. What I mean by taking a zoom out is we need to sort of reconsider how we beat this, because in the last episode, a super interesting thing happened, which is that I made a couple things happen. I think we failed to actually complete an upgrade disc despite grabbing it. And then we made the powered sledgehammer, used it to break down the wall to get into the back way, like inner sanctum of the basement area. Realized we could not get any allowance from that. But the big thing that happened there is we can open the room 46 door inside of antechamber now at the start of every run. And in fact, I'm going to start today's run by doing that. Actually, it'll be the first thing that I do. However, I do think this is a time that is worth like rethinking. How are we going to actually, because how are we actually going to beat this thing? How are we going to solve it? Because in the last episode, I had, for most of the video, I had the idea, if I can get a lot more allowance, that'll help a ton. I can't get a lot more allowance, at least not the way that I was planning on it. I thought I could just solve 8 more Ajay boxes, but it turns out, obviously, you need the Sanctum keys. So here's my thought. And I was like, allowance will help. That'll allow us to buy materials, etc. To beat this mode, we have to get into antechamber. We also have to have pulled the lever that will allow us into room 46. That should be doable at the start of every run. Should be. I am going to test that here in just a second. It will cost us some of our footsteps, which will make it a little bit harder to keep ourselves above 20. But I think that's a good start. We have to open one of these 3 antechamber doors, and we have to get rooms built all the way up there to rank 9 so that we can actually rank 8 or 9 so that we can actually access that door. That part is a problem. I think it's time to start thinking about that. So one, we did not use the powered sledgehammer on weight room. So we don't have the weight room lever, which is one of my favorites and would work really well for this mode because I have to select a red room every time one is drawn. Can you tell I've been thinking about this this puzzle? Because that's really what it is it's really a puzzle. I've been thinking about this puzzle in my spare time. The weight room lever would be really handy to get. However, I'd have to rebuild a sledgehammer, which is a little hard to do. But I think we could do it. We've done it once already. Let me go to the notes, because I always want to my notes, because I want to be certain that I understand where exactly all of the doors that I may open will come from. Shit, I just realized the other... Okay, so what I'm trying to say is the levers. Here, let me just show you guys what I'm looking at. The levers for antechamber doors. I have that on a note in here somewhere. That I always forget where I have put it. The thing I'm sitting here realizing is I'm pretty sure not using the sledgehammer in Secret Garden also means that I won't have access to 2 of the other doors as well. Where the hell is this note? Is it... It's in one of the garden books, right? Is it in the second garden book? Yes, second garden book. Cool. You just got to give my brain a second to warm up. Secret Garden or Mechanarium. That one's fucking difficult. Secret Garden sealed. This Secret Garden we can get to, technically. I believe we can do this one without having broken the wall using Sledgehammer. Secret Garden itself is kind of hard to get, but maybe we can get there via, like, break room by getting secret garden key underneath in the puzzle. Here's what I'm trying to solve. As I'm talking, let me zoom out even more and say, here's what I'm trying to solve. I have to go through one of these 3 doors. I need to figure out which one is the one that I'm most likely to succeed on so that I can start thinking, hey, how do I do this? How do I do this? First things first. Secret garden requires that key, which is kind of hard to do, and then you have to draft it, on one of the sides. So secret garden is a little difficult. And then I think I can just pull this. Mechanarium's near impossible, so I have no interest in doing that. Or at least if it's not impossible, I don't think it's worth chasing. The weight room sealed is really great. I love this one. One, it's the easiest to access because it's just straight up and down. Like you only have to go to rank 8 and then get in. You don't even have to get to the side. Greenhouse, difficult. It's a room that's kind of rare, I think, and you have to draft it on the wings of the house. I think it also requires a broken lever. I'm pretty sure that's the one that's broken, right? You have to have a broken lever as well. Great Hall I really like. The problem is I don't have enough resources to often have enough keys. However, if you get Foyer and then Great Hall, that's a big win. Foyer and then Great Hall is huge because that lever will be unlocked no matter what. I really like the idea of Foyer Great Hall, despite the fact that I still haven't managed to do it once during this playthrough. And then I like the idea of trying to break weight room, if we can make that happen. And then, from there, I guess I would take Secret Garden or Greenhouse, either one. Secret Garden's probably a little bit easier than Greenhouse. That's one part of it. Then we actually have to reach rank 8, or rank, 10. We have to reach the antechamber, which is difficult because I haven't been even past, rank 7 so far in this version of the game. So, that's going to require more keys. That's going to require, or it's going to require this. I think, let's keep talking as we go. I want to go out here. I have never accessed a basement key on this version of the game. One of the things I want to test with what we're doing right now is how many footsteps this is going to cost. If I go from the 70 you have at the start all the way to the inner sanctum and back, it's going to cost me 10 footsteps at least. My thought, though, is if I could do this at the start of a run, hit that thing. If I happened to have a lab access keycard on me and this door was unlocked, then I could, and we had placed foundation. And I have to activate the elevator in foundation. Oh my god, the list of things is so long. The list of qualifications is so long. Then I could come in here and use that to immediately access foundation and therefore skip a bunch of rooms. If all of those things were true, I could then pop out on a foundation on rank 7, 8, or 9 or somewhere along here, which would then allow me to only draft a couple of rooms to get to antechamber. I do have to unlock antechamber still, but it would allow me to skip all of these rooms right down here. Right now, I can't skip all of these rooms because all of these rooms tend to drain my gems and my keys, which is a real problem. The other thing that these rooms down here in the rank 2, 3, 4, and 5 do is that they cause me to fork myself. That sounds like an innuendo, but what it means is I can't enter a room more than 3 times, which makes it really hard to know which of the vertical columns to chase and which of the how I'm supposed to get from the entrance hall all the way to antechamber. This mode is harder than I give it credit for, and it's possible that I just have some hard dares, but this mode is much harder than I give it credit for. Okay, we're at 65. I'm guessing this is going to be 64, meaning we're going to spend something like 12 footsteps before we even grab our allowance for the day. So I don't know that I'll want to do this every single day. There's 64 footsteps. The door that goes into Room 46 is now open, and yet my chances of getting there today are almost non-existent. So I see that we have like sort of a couple problems to try and solve. One, we have no foundation, and we have no basement key. So the method of skipping early rooms or ranks to get there is impossible for now. We need to at least take steps to try and get those so that we can then determine if it is feasible for us. That's one thing. Two things. Second thing is we have all of these like methods of accessing antechamber doors that are blocked by a sealed gate, and I don't like that. By a sealed gate, I mean a brick wall. The sealed thing inside of weight room, the sealed thing inside of secret garden. I don't like that either. We obviously are not accumulating a ton of resources between runs. Like, our allowance is pretty minimal. We're not gaining like treasure trove money. Treasure trove money was awesome for the fact that it compiled every time you drafted it, which took care of a bunch of your money problems. Yeah, those are issues. We should go outside first. We're gonna be at so few footsteps by the time we enter, but I think we should do it because if we go outside, there's still a tomb upgrade disc that we haven't used. We can grab this microchip so we can trade it if we get a trading post. We got none of those. Let's take shelter for the, non-negative effects. The sheltered negative effects. Long story short, I think if I had to prioritize things right now, I would say breaking walls and placing foundation are the two things that I'm most interested in. Or getting a basement key out of this house. But the only way I can think of to get a basement key out of this house is to make it all the way to fucking antechamber and then go either back out of the house or something like that. And that's really hard. That's really difficult. So, those are all on my mind. We're going to continue doing what we were doing earlier, which is just drafting relatively quickly from the start. If we take music room, that might cost both my gems though. The thing I like about it is that it gives me a chance at a secret garden key. Let's take it. Fuck it. If the run ends, the run ends. It's fine. We can just restart. And I honestly don't know that we will be grabbing I can't grab this. I don't know that we will be going and grabbing the inner sanctum door every time, because by the time I made it in here, I had 56 steps. 14 out of my 50 total steps that I can use are gone. I think if we're going to make it to antechamber, room 46, it's going to be on a run where we have like taken some tomorrow rooms the day before. We have like, maybe we've even like blessing of the monk to our way to, or something to like allowed ourselves a way to make it easier than another time. Where should I go first? Probably this way. See what... We did get secret garden key. So... I should have looked into workshop. Ah, fuck. I should have looked into workshop to see what item was in there. I don't actually know if there was an item in there. Let's take storeroom here and then back out. Oh my god, this dare number 4 is so fucking brutal. Because already, this is my second time in entrance hall. Meaning if I go this way or I go this way, the next time I'm in here, it's my last. Like, I just keep saying this, but it's really hard to wrap my head around. If I go this way and I get all the way to antechamber, which would be insane, and I got a basement key, I could technically come back through here, step into entrance hall, and then go outside to use the basement key. However, if I go this way and I only get a couple rooms down, and then it's a dead end. That looks like broken lever. And then I go this way, but I get to antechamber, I cannot come back through entrance hall to get out of here. Which is insane, which is another reason why having a foundation that works with an elevator would be really helpful, because I can't get in and out in a way that is... I can't step through entrance hall enough times. So, let's go this way. With the idea that if we could make a battery pack sledgehammer somewhere over here, I could go back to workshop and make the thing, and then maybe draft like Secret Garden or draft Coat Check or something like that. God, this mode is fucked up. If I'm being honest with you, it's real fucked up. It's difficult. I like it. It's just it messes with my brain. I think we take Den here for the gym. The good news is we have learned that failure is not final. I have to take chapel here. It's fine. I don't really want to step in it, but because it's a bad dead end, but we can go in there. Failure is not final in that, like, could give me sledge. We can always just start another day. It did give me sledge. Okay, so we are one battery pack away from... Also, I'm sheltered, so I could technically step into chapel if I wanted to. Having this sledgehammer. Powered sledgehammer. Pantry gives me some food and some coins. What's this giving? Where am I going to get a battery pack is the problem. I think the last time I got battery pack, it was because I traded for it inside of Trading Hall. We could still put Sledgehammer in. Sledgehammer in Coat Check would be the correct and smart thing to start aiming for at this point. Okay, so let's do this. Let's grab closet, because I can choose to grab things if I want. It's a key in a gym. I think I will take that. The cost is that it costs me 2 footsteps, and I can no longer come back through courtyard as many times as I could before. I think our goal right now, this run, is grab Coat Check or grab... We have 4 keys and 2 gyms. Get as close to antechamber as possible. That's my take. We should probably, so that we can get a foundation, we should probably get security so that we can turn the ability to have keycard locked doors to low, and that will help us here. The gyms are in the blue box. The gyms are in a box next to this box. The gyms are in this box. If true, this is true and this is true. Can't all be true. So one of them's got to be false. If this is false, this is also false. This would have to be true. This was already false. That means it's got to be here. I keep saying this instead of what I actually... Something more specific, but it's okay. Oh, boy. You do hate to see it. I have to take that. But we're sheltered. Oh, thank Christ. That's huge, actually. That door is locked. This is my first time drafting archives, by the way, this run. I think we just go as far north as we can, right? Like, we're at 46. Okay, so here's what's happening. Okay, here's what's happening. Okay, so we're sheltered, meaning if we picked weight room, we would not lose half of our steps. But if we picked like lavatory, then weight room, we might lose half of our steps, taking us down very close to 20. On the other hand, have we done anything in this run that needs, on this day, I should say, on this day, that like needs to be, for lack of a better word, saved? Because if we could play that risk, because if we fail, let's take hallway here. Sorry, I'm trying to think through things here. Let's grab this. Oh, that blows, but hopefully we're sheltered from it. I don't want to step foot in there, but I hope we are sheltered from that idea. There is a gym there. I don't think I want to go through there, though. There's a risk-reward question here. Oh, boy. There's a big risk-reward question here. We shouldn't be sheltered from this one, right? Or is it only the ones you set foot in? Nope, we're not sheltered. Fuck. Okay. So, is that door a normal door? It is. Okay, this is good to know. Good to know. We got 23 footsteps. We got to be very careful. I could technically secret garden right here. Which is good. What would that do? Is that worth doing? I don't know that I have secret garden on here already. I don't. Let's try it, because I don't actually have to do anything with it if I don't. What I mean by that is...
And I will say goodbye.
No!
To my dreams.
Was there a red room? Wait, shit, fuck, what? What did I just do? Oh, no.
Why daring
Dang it!
feels just like...
I was like, why is there a new music track playing? Did I... Oh, no. Game over. Damn. Well... That's fair. There must have been a red room. Was it aquarium? There was like passageway? Wait, what? Wait. Hold up, let me check the video because I used a secret garden key. Wait, let me check the video. Wait, that's totally got to be a bug. That's actually fucked up. I didn't break a dare. I didn't draw a red room to then draft one. Or then to not draft it. I just used secret garden key. That's so weird. That's got to be a bug, right? Frontsy question. Feel free to answer yes or no in the comments. That's an unintended consequence, right? It's got to be. Please don't go into too much detail just on the, you know. I'm just looking for a yes or a no confirmation about whether or not I'm crazy. But I'm not looking for too much more information than that, but maybe we can talk about it on at a future time. That's so weird. It's okay. It doesn't really change anything for us. I love that I'm drafting workshop right away. That's broken lever. I didn't like accomplish something that was then really a bummer to not get to do, not get to save. But I was really looking forward to getting into Secret Garden. So that's a little bit of a bummer. Either way, we just get to restart and keep playing, but that was so weird. It's got to be a bug. Okay. So our feelings remain the same, except this time we're not going to go into the inner sanctum because I don't think we need to. The play is instead to draft our... I have one other idea. So coat checking some of the items required for Sledgehammer would be a victory. Getting foundation done would be a victory. My other thought is I do think getting conservatory can't hurt. So I will keep trying to draft towards the corners just vaguely because I think it would be beneficial to us to get some say over the rarity of some rooms, for sure. Can't hurt. It's not a huge step forward. 10 minus 5 is 5. Times 4 is 20. 17. This is 2. Times 20 is 40. Divided by 10 is 4. 13, 3, 9, 3. That's honestly what you love to see. Key card means our chances of going yard, if you will, going really long, is really increased. Let's take corridor because we don't currently have any keys. If we could get an early security that would give us the ability to make things locked more often, that would actually be huge. I'm going to see if I can't get security right here. Nope. Storeroom's probably worth walking into right here. Nook would also be nice. Let's take the storeroom dead end. I didn't go outside and draft a room. Shit. This could work out for us. I did have the thought the other day, what if you do tomb, but you try not to draft it until you have already seen some dead ends? Because then... I have to take chapel. Because then you get the money and you can spend it. Rather than you get the room, you don't have any money. By the time you've drafted all the dead ends, you don't have the footsteps to go back, etc., etc. Footsteps or commissary? We could take pantry here as well. Pantry is money and steps. I would love a security here. Oh. I will say you get to be a little bit less precious with your drafting method in this mode, which is nice. And I'm learning maybe game over is just maybe failure is just a part of the way to play this mode, because like if I fail, you only have to be precious with your play as soon as you have accomplished something that needs quote unquote like saving. You need it to be like, I need to end this day in a way that will pay off for me. Like that will I need to progress to the next day rather than fail the thing. 6 here gives us a pair of chests and a gem. We need keys. We have no keys. I need keys or security. One of the two. Okay, take weight room. That's not a bad place for weight room, to be honest with you, at all. Perfect. I would love to be able to open you right now, but we can't. Let's go through here. 31 footsteps is not a lot of footsteps. Fuck. But see, nothing has happened today that is bad. So we can take archives and then just hopefully... we could absolutely coat check keycard here. That would be a fine outcome. I don't know what this is. It's got a gem, so it's not red. I feel like Foundation has a cost of like 2. I think the biggest win here is possibly drafting Foundation. That one's locked. So I think continuing on and then continuing on. That door right there is keycard locked. So I'm going to keep the keycard with me. I was debating coat checking it first. But because it is locked this way, we can go here. We have to take a red room. Oh boy, it's bad. It's ugly. It's real bad. 30 footsteps. But nothing that we're doing. We can just be risky. I'm kind of feeling like freed up in a big way. We can just be risky. Because nothing we're doing right now, if we fail, has a super bad outcome for us. Right? God, I haven't even seen security. And we are lucking out here. Please don't be a red room. I don't need gems. I just need this right here to not be locked. Fuck! Come on. Okay. This is such a weird way of playing. I hope what I'm saying makes sense. I'm feeling very, what's the word for it? I'm feeling untethered in a really positive way. I tend to play the base game of Blueprints in a very precious way, where, and I think for good reason, where any singular run could end up being a really amazing run if the right rooms synergize together, if you find the right information, if you happen to get laundry room powered or study with an excess of gems or something like that, right? I think I learned pretty early on that I was writing off runs that ended up having legs because I was saying early on this run has no legs when it ended up having legs. So I ended up being precious about a run and being like, yes, let's maximize this run. Let's be careful about it. Let's be very thoughtful. Let's play slow. Let's think through it. Here, I'm like, well, I know what my rules are. And if I break them, I know that the worst thing that happens is I erase 15 minutes of progress. Unless I accomplish something, and then I need to be careful. But it's kind of like either you're all in or you're all out. Right now, I'm all out. I don't have any... I have nothing to save. So I can play as risky as I want. I'm going to go over here, see if we can't get a key. If we can get a key, that'd be amazing. It's locked. Fucking shit. I don't think I can... This is my second time in archives. Okay, so if either of these doors is locked... Let's hope this gives us a key. Is it garage? It was not garage. It was fucking furnace, and it almost ended my run. Give me a key. I can take this. I can take it for sure. Okay. Every time I draft something, I'm like, did that just ruin the run or no? Secret garden key, by the way, a lot sketchier in my head now. This is our third time in archives. Oh, we're at 22 steps. Fuck. I could technically code check. At least 20? I think we probably check key card because I'd like to have it again soon. The problem is coat check is weird because it's not very common right now. It's actually standard, which is fine, but I don't get it every run. If I could make it common, that would be something. We're gonna call that progress. I have an item in coat check that I would like, meaning I know where to get it, which is good. Unfortunately, that run ended up being sort of the best luck we've had recently. Like, I got to rank 7. And it was mostly due to keycard being awesome. So maybe that's the play. Maybe the play to get foundation is grab break room, or in this case, coat check, and get the fuck north. Get security if you can, because it's great for making you use your keycard more, but the good news is we have a lot that we could potentially try right now. God, this game mode is fun. We have a lot that we could potentially try. If this is tomb, it's not. Then we could get that upgrade disc and go take it inside. Now that it's not tomb, we can just go play towards a Go do the same thing. We've been doing, which is like draft with reckless abandon. I love that Workshop gets here every single time. It's a battery pack, which is the one that we want to appear there, probably. I would love to get coat check now and get rid of... There's Sledge. Okay, we're not going to grab that yet because I don't want to step in and then back into entrance hall. Instead, we are going to... You got to play the hand you've been dealt, right? The hand I just got dealt was I have both battery pack and sledge. All I need is broken lever in order to make the sledgehammer that I need to break weight room or secret garden. That said, if I do not accomplish all of that this run, getting one of those two items in coat check is a big win. Especially, like I talked about last episode, I think weight room has a really good chance of giving you a battery or a broken lever. And so if you take one of those out of the draft pool, I think you get better luck of getting the other item that you want. So I would say our priority now is coat check or finding a broken lever, and or either doing both would be even better. I think we make walk-in closet rare. I think we make bunk room rare. And I think we make pool. Okay, pros and cons. I can't adequately use locker room right now because I don't have enough keys. Sauna on almost any run. Sauna is great for making the next run better, especially on footsteps, which are my limiting factor right now so often. Pump room is interesting because it would allow me to do the... Now, hold on here. No. If I had pump room, the things you could do, you can water stuff in greenhouse. You can turn on water to the kitchen. You can drain the fountain out front, which becomes a stairwell. You can change the reservoir level. You can change the pool level. I'm sitting here thinking through all of those options and thinking what's best for me. The underground map I need to look at real quick because right now, getting into reservoir, I don't think into the like bunker, I don't think is important. Right now I can enter here every single time. Getting this to 13 doesn't get me a lot. In fact, all it does is it allows me access to stuff that I don't really need right now. So I don't think that's important. I don't think pump room's that worth it. It also allows me to mess with aquarium. That's the one other thing I forgot. I'd say overall that's worse. It is a junction, which I like. Not a junction, not a junction. The items are probably fine. I could use items, but it's also a dead end that I think would probably get in the way. The thing about dead ends with my fourth dare is that it makes it tough. You don't want to walk into any dead ends with my fourth dare. I think leaving this standard is probably what I will do for now. I feel relatively confident in both of these that they should be rare. So let's leave that there. Whew. This version of the game makes you think, dude. Holy shit. Turnips. We might be good on footsteps here if we can just get a couple things go in the right direction. I think we take... So what we need is broken lever, which I'm most likely to find in like greenhouse or... I can't really find it in spare room because it's no longer a green room, right? Probably there is literally greenhouse. If I get this here, what is the plan? I'm clicking it. If I get this here, we got watering can. You don't get broken lever because it just has the broken lever. Fuck. Okay. I remember how cruel that was, noticing that the first time, by the way. Also, pebbles twice. God damn it. Noticing this is broken the first time is so cruel. This is rough. Give me a gem. Thank you. Okay, we need coat check right here. I think when I walk out of this hallway, I'm never going to be walking back into it. So whatever room I grab here, I can't get commissary because I can't come back to shop. I think I have to take Nook and then leave. This is when I step back into hallway, it will be my last time in there. So we need to grab these items and then go. And then hope and pray that we get something on the western side of the house. I've been trying to do dead ends right here because... Oh, fuck. This is my last time in entrance hall. No! Wait, how did I do that? 1? I don't think I set foot in closet, did I? How did that happen? How's it my... How was it my third time in entrance hall? I drafted this, but I don't think I walked out. Same with this. I just looked. I can't grab this. I think we have to go here. Oh, this sucks. I don't know if it's broken or what's going on. Why I have... I have had times in the past where I thought that I was going to lose the game in entrance hall, so I'm going to test it right now. Okay. If I walk back into this entrance hall and we lose, it says 1. I don't know, dude. Entrance hall's weird. That's good because that means I may have a chance to actually craft an item here. I think our best bet, honestly, is just to coat check. But I think we have to keep going and just see what happens. Observatory. Apples are more delicious today. We have some extra footsteps. We gain an extra star, which never hurts. Veranda. Can't afford. Parlor room will give us the gems that we need to be able to draft better rooms. This run is... I'm going to say the thing I just said I shouldn't say, which is that this run is cooked. Blue box contains gems. Black box contains gems. Only one box is true. Well, if true, then false, then false. Meaning blue and black don't contain it, meaning they would be in here. If false... then both of these are true, which cannot be the case. So this has to be true. Gems have to be in here. Okay. So let's see what we get. Those are all dead ends. So that's the end. Damn. Fuck. Ah. This game mode. I hate it. I love it. I love it a lot. Okay. Call it a day. Let's do another. Let's do another. Text the wife back real quick. Actually, we're going to pause right there. Okay. I'll be back to record in a little bit. Sorry. Just saw a text I got to deal with. We'll save and quit right there, and we'll come back. I'll make this episode a bit longer, but I'm going to stop for a minute. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Let's continue. Let's do at least another day and see if we can't eke out just a little bit of progress. It's wild how I have not seen Foundation still. We're 20 days in, and I still haven't seen Foundation. I would love to get Foundation because no matter where it is on the board, on like the blueprint, knowing where it is will be really handy to me because I'll know where one of the big, I'll know where the big puzzle piece is. Because then once I know where it is, then I can work to try and get behind it. I walked into the house and I probably shouldn't have. Let's walk back out. One of these runs, I feel like it's just gonna crack wide open and we're gonna get a bunch of things done. Although that might not be true. Maybe I just keep saying this, but maybe I don't need one run that cracks everything open. Maybe I just need one run or maybe I need 5 runs that accomplish a very small thing on the way there. We can always trade our microchip for a coupon book for a sledgehammer. That's truly perfect. What is it? Sledgehammer for compass. Okay, we have a sledgehammer. That's good. That's good. We'll see what... Are we going to get workshop to the immediate left here? Dang it, we didn't get it. Like spare room. Take... I'm nervous to do the music room trick here because I'm nervous that Secret Garden Key is going to end my run. But I will do it because I am curious about Secret Garden Key. And closet here is kind of a bad spot, but... we'll do billiards. So we have 0 dead ends so far. Let's go this way first. Get some keys. We've got 7. We've got 2. Oh, wait. 6. Oh, times 3. 18. 3 times 3 is 9 times 2 is 18. 5 minus 1 is 4 times 1 is 4 divided by 1 is 4. 2 keys. That's a good start for us. I think we have to take Corridor. I'm kind of waiting on this run to tell me what kind of run it hopes to be. You know what I'm saying? I'll take Den. If you get a workshop early, if you get a coat check early, that all informs how you can or should progress. Guest bedroom gives you 10. I don't think I have to step in, but I could be wrong. There's compass as well. Do I want compass? I probably do for trying to get foundation, right? Like, I hate how some things cut your... I've said this a million times, but I dislike that that weight room says lose half your steps. Guest bedroom says gain 10 steps, but only one of them requires you to enter and the other one doesn't. The formulation, it doesn't say when you enter. The formulation of those two phrases is inconsistent. We have to pick chapel. Courtyard here could be interesting. We already have a sledgehammer, so we don't really need anything, but it could take us towards, I don't know that it's got a shovel, which is good for our footsteps. I don't know that I should be... Oh shit, that's a safety deposit key. Vault key, 149. Okay, interesting. I'm I'm sitting here wondering about a strategy, which is I wonder if I should be trying to fill in all of these little... Like, generally in the main game, you want to fill in almost every low-level slot on the board. Because when you do that, you gain... you gain the resources that will then allow you to go push a little bit further north into the game. However, in this mode, I don't have the footsteps nor the amount of doubling back that makes that a super successful or a super... Basically, I wonder if that strategy still holds water. I do struggle for resources. Like, I currently have 0 gems. So getting all those early things would probably be very helpful, but I have to take hallway here. I have 0 red. I have 0 gems. Now I have 1 key. We're so broke. But we are headed the right direction. If I grab workshop here, it's a little bit of a backwards. I'm taking workshop. The problem is I have sledgehammer. This hopefully gives me... It gives me battery pack, but the door is locked. See, I can't ever come back here. So this is effectively a dead end. Because even if I got the key card, I can't come back to this room. Or screw it, even if I got the broken lever to help make the thing, I can't come back to this room because I'm going to be 3 steps into... So this is a good example of what I was just talking about. This is my 2nd time through most of these rooms, but it's my 3rd time into chapel because I branched south to fill in these 2 slots. And because I branched south, I can now never step into chapel again on this run. So that was directly me trying to fill in the little gaps in the board, or in the, you know, floor plan is the better word for it. Limits my ability to come back. This game mode is hard. I probably want to grab music room here, but let's do it. Got prism key. I think we want parlor. Although, getting a gem... This gets me 2 gems. This gives me a gem and a key. Probably 2 gems and then the ability to go. Okay. Gems are in this box. Statement is of no help at all. The gems are in the blue box. If these are both true, this must be false, which means that it is helpful. Oh boy, I don't remember this one. What is the outcome that will allow us to tell for sure where the gems are? If this statement is false, this statement is also false. If this statement is true, if blue is true, blue is also false. Or blue is also... If blue is true, black is also true. I think they're in here and the white box is false. Yeah, okay. I have to take weight room here. It's okay. The real problem is going to be... The real problem is going to be footsteps and or lab key card doors. Yikes. Okay. There's furnace. We have to take lavatory, so this runs over. Cool. Good to know. Call it a day. We'll do one more. Oh, it's rough out here. Okay, so I think okay, here's how I'm approaching this right now. Here's what I'm thinking. I think there is a decent chance that each day is sort of going to, because of RNG, not really be a viable day in order to make progress on the things that I want to make progress on. I think that's kind of true in the base game, right? Like, the statement is, I think we take Tomb here so that we can get the draft plan. And then we go inside and try and get it upgraded. And I think it's that simple. That's a good... This is not a run where it is impossible for us to make some sort of progress based on RNG. But sometimes it is. So in this run, we did get Tomb outdoors, which means it is possible for us to grab an upgrade disc, take it inside, and get it plugged in. However, a lot of the time, it's this way, right? Nope, shit. Yeah, it's this way. It's this way. You go to the room that has the circle thing. However, some days, like the last day that we had, maybe making some different decisions. Let me rephrase it as a question. I wonder if I would have made any different decisions during day 20 if I would have had an opportunity to make some sort of permanent progress. I think no. Even if I would not have drawn in the corners, I didn't have keycard. I drew red rooms, which I am forced to take. I'm not allowed to go under 20 footsteps. The dares just leave you... RNG becomes more punishing if you have dares, or at least the dares that I have. So if that's the truth, if some days aren't really, like, for lack of a better term, viable, then in some ways the pressure is lifted off of me. I don't have to play perfectly. I just have to quickly determine what the viable days are and what the viable days aren't. And then spend time on the viable days trying to make it happen, and on the other days, you know, live, laugh, love. Just enjoy myself. Or get them over with quickly is really the thing to do. There's probably things I could be doing other than what I'm trying. But the method of, like, try for upgrade discs, try for foundation, try to get a basement key to take down to unlock that door. That's where I'm at. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to select 3 rooms here. And our goal now is simple. Security or laboratory. Those are the only goals. I think we take wine cellar here. It's a little bit of a weird choice. It's a very weird choice. We're going to go wine cellar, and then we're going to come back out and do library. Oh, sledgehammer. The game wants me to have a sledgehammer. Holy shit. Okay. So library has a magnifying glass on it, which I don't really need, but I will take just because it's fun. You motherfucker. Okay, what's the security cost? 1? It's 1, right? We have to grab security. God damn it. It's 1. Okay. Gotta grab security. There's only certain rooms you can draft security from. It can be drafted here. Gotta take chapel. Son of a gun, man. Do I draft to the south? I can draft there as long as I don't walk into it. We can't draft security here, so this is not a smart choice. It's not red. It's like bedroom and we'll never go in there. Unless there's something on the desk. There's a chance this is red. But I want to take conference room. And I think I probably can gamble on it. Okay, the game didn't end, so we get to keep playing. I think you can kind of gamble on it at least a little bit. Could be red. I would love to have workshop, especially because I already have sledge. So if this gets me battery, then I'm close. But we're, of course, gambling. It's got broken lever, it looks like. So we just need a battery pack. I would really like this key, so we're gambling. We're gambling. We're gambling. Got to take dark room here. The good news is I don't necessarily like using my only key to draft in the dark feels really dumb. Let's pick this one. Hope it's security. It was not security. But there also wasn't a red, so that's good. I have 8 coins. I mean, we could... I have no idea what to pick here. Metal detector is really valuable. Probably metal detector shovel. Or metal detector salt shaker, because we always run out of food. But our food situation's pretty low anyways. Shovel might get us a turnip. Okay, we'll do that. Pantry makes it a loop, which does not help us. So let's pick this one. It's fine for me to step in here. It's a key and a gem. Okay. God, what a cursed... Dare mode is cursed. That's how I feel. Made some money. Oh, because of Tomb. Tomb comes to conference room now. That's very interesting. If I set foot in here... Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I just lose footsteps. Do I need a broken lever? Let's grab it on the off chance that we get coat check. Because then we can put broken lever in coat check. I want broken lever or battery in coat check. I know I've said that a million times. I apologize. And now we go back to the start. And by the start, I mean, no, archives is closed. So the start for sure. Come on. I need security. Nah, don't funk with my heart. Come on, give me security. We could coat check the upgrade disc. That's a crazy play. It's not that crazy of a play. I could also just get it again pretty easily. I think we have to keep the hope alive and get billiard room. It wasn't a red room. The archived room was not a red room. I think we do this math while we're here. 20, 9, 25 minus 23 is 2. 15 minus 10 is 5 times 4 is 20. 5 minus 1 times 1. It's all 4, right? That's the same one we just did. That was weird. Secret garden key. Okay. This is such a weird run. Pantry gives us food, which I'm more excited about. So let's do that. I miss the ability to redraw. I miss dice. I miss study. This could be security. If I take it and I fail, though, it's over. Do I keep it alive or do I take this? Keep it alive or take this? I think we got to keep it alive. It's so hard to know what the right call is. It's impossible to know what the right call is, in fact, actually. Boy. Music room. I keep flinching. Like one of those rooms was maybe red. Give me security into garage and let me get 2 upgrade discs at once. Oh, boy. Okay, it's not weight room. Oh, I thought I had just lost. Okay, it's not weight room, so we're good. Running shoes. That's something. Is that new? The squeaking footsteps in here? Wait, what? The squeak of shoes on a basketball court? Oh. Do I risk it? I'm gonna risk it. Fuck. I risked it for the biscuit and I lost. We can get in here and get an upgrade disc, but we can't do anything with it. Son of a gun. We don't even have shelter outside. I was just thinking maybe we could do shelter outside. Can you take it to grotto outside? I don't even have grotto completely up and running, right? Wait, because grotto takes 3 chips and I only have 2. Where the fuck is the 3rd chip? I think that run's just done. I think it's just over. Goddamn archives. I hate you. All right, we might as well do one more day. If I'm not going to make progress, I might as well do one more day of no progress. Let me think about that. The microchip situation. There's one buried outside. There's one in the vase. There's a 3rd one somewhere. Is it in like a vault? Can't remember. I can't remember. I don't know that it matters because I don't think that getting Blackbridge Grotto online... It well. It does give you a floor plan. Oh, man. It gives you a floor plan. And I might be interested in a floor plan. Shelter would be great because if I could get that shit, then I could come back to shelter. The problem is I need the thing from... I need Tomb to get shelter to get... Microchip for car keys? I'll make that trade. Car keys is a thing if we can get there, you know? It's an upgrade disc if we can get there. Okay, let's think this through. Where is the 3rd upgrade disc or microchip? And let me just take a look over here, just real quick. Is it open or not? It's not even open. Oh, no, I'm going to have to think about this because I do not remember how. I do not remember how I got that open. Blackbridge Grotto. How did I get it open? To open the satellite dish, you turn base scorched sundial. Get the third microchip. Is it in the secret? Like, oh man, I honestly cannot remember. It'll come to me. This is one of those things that will absolutely come to me. I just can't remember it right now. And I don't think getting Blackbridge Grotto online is a huge boon to me right now, because mostly what it does is it does allow you to access admin logs, and it does give you a room. It gives you a floor plan. But beyond that, I cannot remember it doing something that is like a big deal. We're going to take bedroom, and then we're never going to go in there. We're going to take courtyard here and try to go to conservatory right away. I think I have to take this actually, which sucks because now I can't go to conservatory because I need a gem. We have a car key. That's it. All we have is a car key. Freaking archives. Oh boy. It's kind of funny. I feel like this mode has kicked my ass. It has kind of reduced me to doing a little bit of just this is guaranteed. It's kind of reduced me to doing, I hesitate to call it brute forcing, but like, I can't help, how do I phrase this? Like, no matter how hard I think right now, I don't think I can think my way through this problem. And at first, I did kind of feel that way. I think I kind of have to rely on getting, which you always have to in this game, right? Like, you always have had to, that's inherent to the game. You've always had to have some RNG alongside your big brain plays, right? You have to understand the lore and then also get lucky with it, right? You can employ a strategy to attempt to find the rooms that you need, but you still have to get lucky and get the rooms that you need. I think I'm at Archives 2 here. I'm gonna go out and then left and right. There's security. Here's the problem. The only thing I have is a car key, which is on the other side. So I should have gone west first. I should have gone west first to try and get car key. But I will take the computer because it doesn't hurt. And I will go ahead and set keycard security level to low. We have one key left. At this point, we're just trying to go as far north as we can to get towards I've gotten really lucky that I have not accidentally skipped a red room. We're trying to go north towards Foundation here. That's what I was trying to say. I've gotten really lucky that I haven't skipped an archived room and it been a... I have to take workshop. And it be a red room. Looks like Sledgehammer over here. The workshop play is just really not working out for us. But the thing is, it's a permanent upgrade, which is why I keep chasing it. The minute you break one of those walls, it's permanently broken. which is really nice. If we could get a little bit farther and get garage over here, that would be really clutch. Because then all of a sudden I would have a route back to security. Maybe it's not I hesitate to even say this because I'm nervous it's going to ruin my run. Or it's going to come back to bite me. It's going to jinx it, I should say. Maybe it's not possible to skip a red room that is like that is archived. Okay, here's the next thought. I have 1 key, 1 gem. Garage costs a gem, right? Does. So I have to save that gem if I want garage. I don't know what this is. Observatory goes the right direction. Let's take this one. There's a chapel. Okay. We'll draw right. Oh, that was our last key. I shouldn't have clicked that. I want billiards room here because it goes the right direction and it gives us a key. I'm going to take it. Please. Okay. Now we're going to draft over here, assuming it's unlocked. It was. Have to take gymnasium here. The good news is it gives us a very good chance at garage. I need to think for a second. If I go gymnasium and both doors are locked, and then I come back to chapel to go to billiards room to get a key to then go back, I have actually ruined things. Because then I cannot make it back to security. If I go billiards room now and I get a car key, then I step back into chapel, that's 2 times. Then I go get a car key 3 times, but I can plug it in at security. And that, I think, is our win condition here. So I think I need to go this way, get a key, potentially draft. I don't think it matters what's over there. It could matter, because if it's a red room and I don't take it, or it's a red room and I do take it and it gets rid of... This shit is so stressful. 4 squared, 16. If I take it in its weight room, for instance, it ruins me. 4 squared is 16. 6 minus 16 is negative 10. Wait, hold up. 6 squared is 36, minus 16 is 20. Do I draft? I mean, I think I have a decent chance at weight room there, and I have a pretty good chance. Okay. And we're gonna... No, we don't have the footsteps either way. Fuck me sideways. I didn't think about gymnasium. God damn it. This is gonna be garage, but I have to pick lavatory. Oh, and it's a... Oh. This method is... This game mode is so... Oh no, I would have had enough steps. But I couldn't... I had to pick lavatory because it's red. This game mode is so hard. I think we have to go all in for foundation here. 3rd time in chapel, so I can't come back. I can go into billiard room and hope that we get foundation. If I take pool, I get... Oh, I should take pool here. This could be foundation. If I take pool, then I get 2 chances. They're probably going to be locked. But this is just a random roll of the dice. This at least feels like I'm in control of my destiny. That was a red room. Fuck.
And I will
This
say
game.
goodbye
We're going to keep
to my
going.
dreams
Not today, but we're going to keep going overall.
and the sea.
That's going to do it for today, though.
And wonder
We have to
why
persist.
daring feels just like defeat.
Feels just like defeat. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. I'll see you in the next episode. We'll run this same day back Dare mode shall not defeat me. I've given too much to this game to be beaten by a little thing like dare mode. I'll see you soon. Till then, bye.